Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. So on this video, and again, make sure y'all in there at 3 p.m. Sunday sermon live. 15-minute rule gonna be in play. So be there early. Hit your notification bell so you can be in there. Because the 15-minute rule is gonna be in play, and that rule is, if I don't have enough people in the room within the 15 minutes to my liking, I'm going to end the live. You want to hear what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ways the church is out of touch with today's modern world. So you want to be there for that one. Now, on this one, I want to continue something that I was talking about in the short. Why we have to view the modern women a little different than they did in time past. You gotta realize families were stronger. They knew each other more. These people was funny acting. Like, you see people, thousands of people every day that will never say anything to you no matter what the situation or the circumstance. So just from that fact alone, things gonna be a little different when it comes to dealing with people. Now, that's not to include. Now, here's the thing. I'll probably do a separate video on this as well, and I'm gonna try to tackle a lot of things today, so I won't have to focus on it the rest of the week. I can focus on other things, because y'all know this is the All Subjects channel. The NFL season is getting ready to start, so we're gonna have a little more sports videos. You know, we got the election coming soon, so it's gonna be some more political videos and everything else. But on here, I want to talk about why we can't view today's modern women. Like, I be on Facebook just shaking my head. Why are dudes still looking for love? Why are dudes still looking for love? Good luck, man. These people, the majority of people, it hits women and men differently. This is why you're seeing a lot of men talking about love and looking for love. Man, be a man. You should be wanting respect more than love. Because love, people are very likely and very often to begin to disrespect the person who loves them, the person who wants to do right by them. That's just the way it is, man. That's like it's in today's economy. It's backwards, Mike. Most things is backwards. Hold on, that light finna turn green. She ain't asking for money. But she all in front of the car. We're gonna do a separate video about why are guys arguing with women who are doing less than even a prostitute would do. We're gonna talk about that today too. But because as a prophet, my job is either to destroy the church if they don't want to do right, or to give them something to build on, whichever choice they choose. Because the church is really hurting relationships and dating with the approach they take. They outdated. Like, they don't know. You got, like I mentioned, skip the games. Somebody just recently told me about that. And of course I had to do research. And I saw some pornographic things on there. These is all women. Rarely any of them were ugly, who are selling themselves. We're going to talk about that, though. We're going to talk about that later. But it's among the reasons why you can't try to view women like you did in the 90s. Like when that movie Players Club came out, stripping was going on, but that movie catapulted. It was strip clubs opening everywhere. They know what they doing, man. They know what they doing. So a lot of the women, now some guys say this is why you shouldn't try to talk to them. I disagree, because all women ain't doing that. If they are, you got to know how to vet. You got to learn how to vet and find out. Because like I always say, relationships are not for promiscuous women, nor should you try to have relationships with promiscuous women. That's common sense, ain't it? Because if they are promiscuous with their bodies, then they're going to be promiscuous with their lives in general. They're not going to have too many standards. See, standards are for people in relationship. You can't be in relationship without having standards. You just can't. Like, you can't. And we got to view women differently. I don't expect anybody to be like my grandmother was. Now, we should not have our guard so tight where we can't see unicorn tendencies. Because if they got unicorn tendencies, they should get a little bit of your time. It's all right. But you got to know the difference between the real unicorns, which are very, very rare, and the fake ones, which are in high number. So you can't, look, man, the 90s, it was a lot of women like that was still trying to have one man, trying not to give themselves to everybody. You know, it was freaks. It was thoughts. It was all, but they were more spread out because it wasn't as many as it is now. The difference is, and this is why you got to be careful, that a lot of, if not the majority, most of these women are 304s, but yet they have the same wants, needs, and expectations as women who were not 304s in the 90s, 80s. They have the same. This what's crazy about today's world. They want the same thing. They want somebody to marry them. They want somebody to provide for them, protect them, even though they did all this dirt. And some of them still doing dirt. And they want people to give them the same look, the same actions as they did in the 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, and 50s, when the women had the little white and black shoes and the two pigtails and a hairy tight badge that their parents told them, save that for your husband, and they did it. Whereas now, they got a loose, stanky, STD-filled badge that 20 men done been in. Remember how on wrestling, if you watch wrestling coming up in the 90s, when they wanted to put pressure on somebody, the ref wasn't looking, they'll put their feet on the ropes. These guys put their feet on the ropes, on the bedpost, and just drive nothing but meat in these women. And then 2 years later, these women just think they can just go to church and it's over and done with. They think they could just act like that never happened. And you as a man, you have to vet and find out what happened. They gonna lie, but you gotta still figure out what the lies is. Y'all giving them what they want and what they don't deserve. To me, this is me. Your wife should learn how to suck. wing dang doozy on you. If she already knew how, you already in trouble. You don't know what was going on with them dudes she was doing that to. She could have been looking them in their eyes, getting fluids. You say, this Sunday. So what? So the truth can't go forth on Sunday? Getting fluids splashed all on her face. And then you think she's going to love you. Man. Recognize. Game, recognize game. The strippers are for the Johns, not for the marriage. Prostitutes are for Johns. They're not for marriage. Relationships. Y'all, a lot of y'all dudes need to kick your girl out, or you move out. You need to kick. I'm gonna tell you, that's gonna be a video too, man. I got so many videos. I'm finna really get past this algorithm. I'm gonna tell y'all flat out. I got so many videos that I'm finna do this week alone, where I could take 3 weeks off and it's still gonna be so many things. So many things to talk about. So, you gotta view them differently. Heartlessly view them differently. Stop having a heart. These women will give you their sob stories, and then years down the line, them sob stories, you gotta downplay that. Okay, you got rejected as a kid, but now you doing the rejecting, so it's time for you to get rejected again. That's how you gotta look at these women. They'll tell you all the time they've been rejected and all this and how you feeling sorry for them, and then they'll start doing that to you. This is why you gotta know how to vet. This is why you gotta know that you gotta view them differently in 2024 than the 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s. You have to. If you don't, you are going to lose somehow. Hopefully it won't be your life. More than likely it'll be a whole lot of money and a whole lot of time with the children that you make with people that are for Johns. They're for the Johns. Try to make a baby with them. You don't listen to me. Go ahead and do everything opposite of what I'm telling you. And let's see how good it go for you. You know everything. You know it all. Go ahead. Be one of the simp dudes that think you're going to control these women with sex. These women be having babies. 1 foot wide, 1 foot long. Ain't none of y'all wang dang doozy bigger than the baby, full-size baby. So if they can get stretched out after having a baby, what makes you think that you being in her stomach, as you say, is going to keep her? You know what it's going to do? It's going to create a craving. I wonder who else can get up in my stomach. That's what it's going to do. Yeah. It's going to create competition for you. We'll be back, y'all.